Hey guys, it is Targon here doing a Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to be talking about this current event that is happening. It just started this morning. It is a summoning event for this champion here, Goffred Brassclad. I have not pulled shards yet. I'm going to do a shard pull video later, but I wanted to get this video out just to kind of discuss why I think this champion is very well worth getting. All right, so if you look at his kit, um, he, he's got a really cool kit, and you'll notice he is a defense-based champion. All of his skills base from defense, so you always love to see champions that have that because it's one less stat that you need. You don't need to worry about attack. You can just load him up on defense, and he can deal damage that way. I have no idea how hard he hits. I haven't looked up any other content on him. I'm just going based off of the skills in his kit and why I think he's actually got a top tier kit. Okay, so his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. First hit has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. The second hit has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Now, there's no further books here, so the chances you have are what you get. It's 50%, but on an A1, this is really good. A A1 dropping defense could be good even in Clan Boss and really all throughout the game. His A2 has a 100% chance when booked of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and when you book it, it's a 3-turn cooldown. All right. And then his A3, also when booked, it's a 3-turn cooldown. I love to see that because then there's just, it's a, 3, 2, 1 cycle. So this places increased defense buff on all allies, then removes any decreased defense and weakened debuffs from all allies. So that's going to be really great to help minimize damage that your team is taking. And then we've got his passive. Whenever an ally is attacked while under a block damage buff placed by this champion, has a 75% chance of placing a stun. And then, so this is a 4-turn. It should have given the active effect first. If an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage and places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. So this is a 4-turn cooldown. But I mean, that's kind of a nifty passive, right? It helps keep your team alive. He's got a lot of things in here that are going to help keep your team alive. Really well put together champion for that, just because, I mean, here we've got the increased defense, takes away any damage increasing debuffs on your team. On this one, we've got a crowd control, and honestly, a 3-turn cooldown on an AoE 100% stun. I have not seen that before. There's a lot of champions that have AoE stun at 100%. None of them have a 3-turn cooldown. It's always 4, even when booked. And even on his A1, he's got a chance of placing a provoke. So he's going to be, bringing people to attack him. He's going to be stunning enemies. He's going to be increasing your defense. All in all, great build. And so just for comparison, let me look at a few of the champions that I know of who are doing stuns. So perhaps the most comparable is going to be Astralon, also Magic Affinity, also 100% chance, but you see here it's a 5-turn cooldown, and if you book him, it goes down to 4. So, it's not quite as quick of a turnaround. Also, Astralon is an attack-based champion, so he's going to be more squishy. So the really cool thing with this guy is he's defense-based, so it's going to be hard for the enemy to take him out. And so here we have Basilius Ronas. He also has a 4-turn stun. That's 100%, right? Let me see. Who else? I think Snethril, 100% chance. Now, his is like a 75% chance, but again, it's a 4-turn cooldown. So, all these legendary champions have 4-turn cooldowns for the same skill. So his cooldown is going to be a lot, it's going to be cycling through a lot quicker. And where I really love this especially is going to be in Doom Tower waves. I think, there's plenty of times where, like, if you're going up against some of those waves where, like, you really don't want them getting a turn off. Think Siphi, think Mortu Macabre, right? You really want to have a 100% chance of them not taking a turn. So having this on a 3-turn cooldown is great. Typically when I'm doing hard Doom Tower waves, I'm bringing in like 4 champions that have AoE crowd control to try and, space it out so that I constantly got Mortu Macabre on, provoke or stun. And having a champion who can do that on 3 turns is going to be so helpful. It's going to be so much easier. So that is why I am super excited for this guy. Hope you guys are able to get him. Probably this could be a champion where it would be worth, if you wanted to spend on a few extra shards, if you need to, he's probably worth it. Just because, again, defense base. I mean, look at, so this will be his skills without any gear. 1400 defense. That's a lot. That's a pretty high base defense. There's champions with higher, but I mean that's a really good. He's got decent amount of HP, very good base speed. And so then you can just, make him fast, make him tanky, and make him accurate, and you've got a great debuffer. And he also brings a lot of utility with his other skills as well, with just keeping your team alive. It's going to be a lot. It's going to help a lot of people, I think. So hope you guys are able to get him. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, that's fine. I think he's going to be a very, very good champion to help players push through all stages of the game in terms of just getting through waves. Because that's really, in some ways, the hardest content, like with Doom Tower, is just getting through the waves. The bosses, like, you can sometimes just figure them out. I mean, some of them, they might need specific champions like Bommel or something, but really the waves at the higher end of the Doom Tower are some of the hardest. So having the 3-turn stun, I think, is going to be just super helpful. So I'm excited to be able to get him. I hope you are too. So let me know what you think, and please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.